World Championship for motor racing is the French Grand Prix, held this year at the little circuit at Dijon. Fastest in practice after a lot of rain during the second day of qualifying was the Frenchman Patrick Tambay in his Ferrari. Elio De Angelis, the Black Lotus number 11, second quickest. Then Nelson Piquet's Brabham, Keke Rosberg's Williams, Alain Prost in his McLaren, Nigel Mansell in his Lotus, and Derek Warwick in his Renault. It's a 79-lap race, and this is the field, the 26-car field, going off on their final warm-up lap. Patrick Tambay in number 15, the Renault, leads on this final warm-up. That's Derek Warwick, Tambay's teammate and currently second in the World Championship tables. Dijon is a twisty circuit, 2.36 miles, that's 3.8 kilometres, very uphill and down, with a twisty back section and a very long start and finish straight, where the maximum speeds exceed 190 miles an hour. As usual, the starting procedure is a red light followed by a green. There's the red. Tambay on pole moves and then falters. Piquet gets underway and then falters. But as it all settles down, it's Patrick Tambay who comes through the middle, passes the Black Lotus of De Angelis and snatches the lead. So Patrick Tambay's Renault leads. The two Lotuses of De Angelis and Nigel Mansell are second and third, numbers 11 and 12. And Keke Rosberg is fourth ahead of Nelson Piquet, Derek Warwick and Alain Prost. This is lap 1 of 79, and already Patrick Tambay has pulled out a big lead from the two Lotuses. Through the downhill Courbe de Pouas and on up over the brow towards the long start-finish straight, Tambay leads De Angelis, Mansell, Rosberg, Piquet, Warwick and Prost. Warwick overtakes Piquet to take a place. So the Renault has passed the Brabham, and it's Renault, Lotus, Lotus, Williams, Renault and Brabham at the head of the field. But the pace of the two McLarens is already beginning to tell, and Alain Prost and Niki Lauda are moving up from their midfield grid positions. Second and third, the two Lotuses of De Angelis and Mansell. And already Rosberg is being attacked by Derek Warwick for fourth place. Tambay, De Angelis, Mansell and Warwick is now fourth, and already Alain Prost in the red and white McLaren number 7 is putting the pressure on. There goes leader Tambay. There are the two Black Lotuses. There is Warwick in fourth place, Rosberg 5th, Piquet 6th. 7th is Prost, 8th is the Ferrari of Alboreto, and 9th is the other McLaren of Niki Lauda. Number 3 is Martin Brundle in the Tyrrell. Nigel Mansell attacks his teammate and tries to take second place, but can't make it. But meanwhile, Alain Prost is overtaking Nelson Piquet, but not yet. Renault, Lotus, Lotus, Renault. And now Prost does get past Piquet. So the McLaren is now moving up to close on Derek Warwick for 4th place. Out of the slipstream and alongside goes McLaren number 7 past Renault number 16. Teammate Lauda is already attacking the Brabham of Piquet. Alboreto spins his Ferrari, loses a couple of places but rejoins. And now Niki Lauda is pushing Nelson Piquet hard. But he doesn't get past until Piquet's turbocharger falters, and as the German driver of the Tyrrell number 4, Stefan Beloff, pulls off and parks, so Piquet brings his stricken Brabham in with first smoke and then fire coming from the turbocharger. Out gets Beloff, in comes Piquet. The fire is quickly extinguished, but Piquet struggles to undo his seatbelts before he gets out his race run. Now, Alain Prost takes 3rd place from Nigel Mansell to split the 2 Lotuses. Lauda takes 5th from Warwick. And Prost takes 2nd place from Elio De Angelis. Lauda also passes De Angelis. So now the McLarens are 2nd and 3rd. Patrick Tambay still leads. The Lotuses are 4th and 5th. Derek Warwick is 6th. René Arnoux in the red Ferrari is 7th. But Prost runs wide, and having run over the curb, he dives into the pits for a change of tyres. So now Niki Lauda is 2nd. As the leader Tambay works his way through the back markers, Alain Prost gets his fresh tyres in the pits. But it's a slow stop, and he loses almost a lap. As Prost leaves the pits, the leaders come into the sight of the start-finish line, and already Niki Lauda has worked his way up to leader Tambay. Meanwhile, Derek Warwick comes in for his fresh tyres. As Warwick comes out of the pits, Michele Alboreto stops his Ferrari with smoke pouring from the exhaust pipes and walks home. Now Patrick Tambay is under pressure from Niki Lauda, who pushes him into a mistake. The Renault twitches wide and Lauda is through as the Renault bounces over the curbs. Lauda immediately pulls away to a comfortable lead, but when he comes in for his fresh tyres, it's a slow stop, lasting almost 18 seconds, and that allows Patrick Tambay to retake the lead. Marc Surer has collided with the 4th-placed Renault of Derek Warwick, and Warwick is stuck in his car, trapped by a bruised leg. The marshals have to help him to get out, but he isn't seriously hurt. But he's out of the race, so is Marc Surer. Niki Lauda retakes the lead, having recovered from his pit stop. And from then on, he's able to drive home to a comfortable win. Lauda takes the flag to score his 2nd and McLaren's 4th win out of 5 races. Patrick Tambay is only 6 seconds down in 2nd place. 3rd is Nigel Mansell in the Lotus. 4th, René Arnoux' Ferrari. Elio De Angelis' Lotus is 5th. Keke Rosberg's Williams Honda is 6th. Prost still leads the World Championship with 24 points. Lauda is now 2nd with 18. Warwick and Arnoux equal 3rd with 13.